Hey guys, welcome back to Strictly Cars. In the 125 years or so that automobiles have been on the road, the world has witnessed some unusual, one-of-a-kind and downright bizarre vehicles. Some were ahead of their time, many met specific needs, and some, and they should never have left the drawing board in the first place. While there are a few concepts and one-of-a-kind customs on the list, the vast majority were manufactured and marketed by the world's automakers. The most majority were sold in the United States, but a handful never made it. Today, we've compiled a list of the top 10 strangest cars from 1950 to 1999. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 10. 1996 Suzuki X90. During the SUV boom's early days, automakers experimented with a variety of designs. Some of the efforts were successful, while others resulted in strange monsters such as the 1996 Suzuki X90. The subcompact car was a hybrid of a two-door coupe, an SUV, and a convertible with a T-top cover. Other than looking like a huge tennis shoe, the X90 didn't really perform any role. It featured a car-like trunk that was far too small to be of any use. Its 95 horsepower engine also didn't provide much thrust. Number 9. Chrysler Turbine, 1963. Consider it an early alternative fuel car. Instead of a standard internal combustion engine, the 1963 Chrysler Turbine was powered by a pair of turbines. It might be powered by anything from jet fuel to perfume. Turbine bronze color was used on all 200 two-door coupes produced. Its turbine engines produced 130 horsepower and an incredible 450 pound-feet of torque. Number 8. 1975 AMC Pacer. The AMC Pacer, a jelly bean-shaped little two-door hatchback that seemed as wide as it was long, was the 1975 definition of strange. The Pacer, which was sold by the American Motors Corporation from 1975 to 1979, was more typically employed as a punchline than as a mode of transportation. Later in its existence, the Pacer was sold as a four-door station wagon, complete with imitation wood paneling. In 1992, the Pacer reached the zenith of pop culture. Number 7. 1953 General Motors Firebird 1 XP21. General Motors had a turbine-powered engineering and design study on the road a full decade before the Chrysler Turbine arrived. The Firebird 1 XP21 appeared to be a jet fighter with stubby wings that were simply there for show. Its Whirlfire turbo power engine produced 370 horsepower at 13,000 RPM. Number 6. 1956 BMW Isetta. The BMW Isetta began as an Italian-designed bubble vehicle made by the ISO company in the early 1950s. The original Isetta featured two wheels up front and two closely spaced wheels in the back, and it was powered by a small engine that only produced 9.5 horsepower. In 1955, BMW took over production of the Isetta. They improved the vehicle and increased its engine power to a stunning 13 horsepower. Number 5. 1959 Cadillac Cyclone XP74. Another of Harley Earl's classic designs was the 1959 Cadillac Cyclone concept. A glass bubble sat over the car's cabin, sandwiched between two rocket ship-like pods. The driver had an almost 360-degree vision, with only a thin strip of chrome at the top of the windshield. Simply flipping the back part of the canopy into the trunk converts the car to a convertible. Instead of standard doors, the doors of the Cyclone slid backward, similar to a modern minivan. Number 4. 1962 Peel P50. The 1962 Peel P50 was the world's smallest production automobile. It measured only 41 inches wide by 54 inches long. Peel produced 50 vehicles between 1962 and 1965, with just 27 originals believed to exist. It has room for one person and a bag of groceries. There is only one headlight, one wiper, and one door. Number 3. 1961 Amphicar. The 1961 Amphicar featured a pair of propellers capable of sailing at up to 7 knots. The front tires of the car worked as rudders, directing the vehicle through the water. From 1961 until 1967, it was manufactured in Germany. With over 4,000 produced during its production run, it was the most popular non-military amphibious vehicle in history. More would have been sold, but the Amphicar was expensive and had poor performance both on and off the water. Number 2. 1989 Nissan S-Cargo. Nissan had an easy time naming its Japanese market delivery van, and the 1989 Nissan S-Cargo was born. Its odd design was inspired by the Citroën 2CV. The S-Cargo had a 3-year production run because it was too small for even the simplest deliveries. Because of the age of the vehicle, many of them can now be imported into the United States. A 75 horsepower engine provided power to the front wheels. Number 1. 1974 Vanguard Sebring City Car. Electric cars were prevalent in the early 20th century. The Vanguard Sebring City Car first appeared on American roads in 1975. The City Car, on the other hand, was abysmal by today's standards. Early models had electric motors that only produced 3.5 horsepower, a figure that has since been surpassed by several lawnmowers. Its range of 40 miles on a single charge was considered adequate at the time. Those who waited for later variants of the City Car were rewarded with more powerful performance. The engine was improved to 6 horsepower and the top speed was increased to 45 miles per hour. So guys, that was for this video. What do you think about our video? Let us know in the comment section below. If you are new to our channel, be sure to subscribe now and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. And finally, thanks for watching.